What's going on, YouTube, man? It's your boy, Sonny the Goat, man. The Goat, bruh. Back with another lit video. Now, I realized I did not post for y'all yesterday, man. And I'm sorry for that. I just didn't have time, man. I just didn't have time, but I'm finna start posting, bro. You see your boy, we got a little cut, under here. Waves going crazy. Be expecting a little video from that soon, dog. But I do have another reaction for y'all. You know what I'm saying? And this reaction is 7 stories, R.I.P to Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gigi and the others who were on board when the plane crashed. This is 7 stories that prove Kobe Bryant was not human. You know what I'm saying? Kobe Bryant was a GOAT. He was a GOAT. He was definitely... I read something saying that I feel like the NBA should change the logo. I read something saying that they're not interested in it, but whatever. But yeah, I'm reacting to this video of Kobe, you know what I'm saying? And I kind of want to hear these stories, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to go ahead, we'll get to the video. Make sure if you are new or if you haven't already to hit that subscribe button down below, hit that like button. Make sure you watch the whole video and hit that bell for when I post more videos, more lit videos, more reactions, more 2K, more everything. I got some pranks coming for y'all, but right now, I got y'all with this reaction video. We're going to go ahead, enough talking, we're going to get started with
What's up, guys? Mike here, and today I am sitting in a Lakers something that I found in the back of my closet and didn't even know I owned. Because we are, of course, talking about Kobe. In this video, we're going to be talking about Kobe's insane work ethic. The fact that he somehow only sleeps 4 hours a night. And there's a pretty convincing argument, you can decide for yourself, that Kobe's 81-point game is actually better than Wilt's 100-point game. So enough about me, let's jump into the video. Number 7, a high school prodigy. By the time Kobe was a senior, he already knew what the next step in his career would be. His next step would be to go to the prom with Brandy, and then go to the NBA. In preparation for the NBA, Kobe began to take his practice routine to the next level, ending each practice with a game of 1-on-1 to 100 against junior Rob Schwartz. These weren't fun after practice workouts, they were another way for Kobe to prove his dominance. He would annihilate Schwartz, running the score up as much as he possibly could. Schwartz claims that the best he ever did was lose 100-12, while stating, "Getting dunked on was like a regular thing for me." When Kobe heard this, he made sure to set the record straight, saying that Schwartz never broke into double digits, that the most he ever scored was 5, because even 15 years later, Kobe could not let anyone think that a random guy named Rob Schwartz had scored double digits on him in a game to 100. Number 6, practice
the boy
legend.
didn't even score over 5.
In order to reach the NBA, a player needs a certain level of natural-born talent. There are some things you just can't teach, but once a player reaches the NBA, a great work ethic can be the difference between a role player and an all-star. And that's why Kobe Bryant has arguably the greatest work ethic of all time. The amount of stories to back up Kobe's incredible work ethic are practically infinite. From the 2008 Olympics alone, every single member of the team, along with its staff, has stated that experiencing Kobe's practice routine firsthand was a real wake-up call for them. Every player on that roster thought that they were working their hardest. Then they found out that Kobe began his morning workouts at 4 in the morning, completing physically draining workout after workout until it was time for practice. And after practice, he stayed after to get more shots up. The man was that dedicated to his craft. And this work ethic was aided by a trait of Kobe's which actually proves he might not be human. Because despite this tremendous load that this heavy training routine places on his body,
you know what? I don't need too many hours of sleep, man. I can go off in 3-4 hours.
Kobe only sleeps 3 to 4 hours a night. While most humans require 8 hours of sleep to function in their normal lives, Kobe has managed to create a Hall of Fame career on only 4 hours of sleep. With that said, I'll leave you with the single best story that defines Kobe's unmatched work ethic. On the night before Team USA's first practice, Kobe and his trainer Tim Grover completed a 40-mile bike ride that ended at 2:30 in the morning. Just 5 hours later, Kobe was the first one in the gym, beginning a workout at 7:30 before a full day of practice. Number 5, trash talked opponents. In the art of trash talk, every painter uses
Yeah, I
a
remember that
different
Matt
paint.
Barnes,
Kobe
that ball
Bryant's
flinch.
paint was to act as if his opponent was beneath him, that the man guarding him was lucky to play on the same court as Kobe. This trait was demonstrated early in his career, against Hall of Famer Allen Iverson. In the NBA Finals, Kobe and Iverson got into it, which led to this.
A lot of talking going on there right now. I think you're going to see the referee step in and separate the two players.
And while in this situation Kobe lost his cool, he eventually learned to keep himself composed at all times. This trait would cause opponents to fear Kobe, as it seemed nothing could throw him off of his game. And as he got older, his trash talk became more refined. Against the Thunder in 2012, Harden and Durant tried to get into it with Kobe. Kobe was quick to take up the challenge, eventually saying, maybe one day they'll be able to sit at my lunch table. And sometimes Kobe didn't even need to say anything to get his point across. Case in point, during Steph Curry's rookie year, the Lakers led late when Kobe headed to the foul line. Steph tried to get Kobe out of his rhythm, asking if he was nervous. And according to Curry, Kobe glared at him, a look Steph described as mean and cold. Just like, what are you talking about? Get out of my face, you dumb rookie. Of course, the Lakers won the game. Number 4. Trash talk fans. Sometimes in sports, fans get caught up in the moment and forget the players are actually
really was a
human
goat.
beings. Occasionally, this can end very poorly. But when Kobe comes across trash talk from fans, he doesn't overreact. He just calmly ethers them, like the time he responded to a Mavericks fan with a quick counting lesson.
The final 12 for Shot the Mavs at Staples Center. Don't miss this episode of Timeless.
Now, trash talking fans is great, but trash talking celebrities is even better. In a game of one-on-one against Bow Wow, Kobe greeted the rapper by saying,
"Shit, a lot different swimming with great whites than it is seeing them motherfuckers on the Discovery Channel."
He then gave Bow Wow 10 points and it came to 11, still winning and asking the question,
Hey, I thought Muggsy Bogues retired and shit.
though the best trash talk comes when a player says something and then backs it up, which is something Kobe was quick to do with Jamie Foxx. After Fox left a radio show in 2009 in which he badmouthed the Lakers, Kobe...
He asked me who was my team. I told him the Mavericks, and he clowned me. He says, "Oh, Jay, I thought you was the winner."
Hours later, still thinking about their encounter, Kobe shot Fox a text.
And he texted me and said, "One day you'll choke on my 5th ring."
Which, of course he did, as Kobe won the championship just the next year. And when trash-talking celebrities gets too old, you then move on to the president? Yes, Kobe even trash-talked Obama. As in a visit to the White House, Obama joked that Derrick Rose may have your number to Kobe. Kobe responded with, if he calls that number, I'll be sure to pick up after the 5th ring. Number 3. King of one-on-one. According to
Kobe
he's
definitely
beaten a
one-on-one,
lot of
definitely
guys
the king of
in
one-on-one.
This list includes Reggie Miller, Grant Hill, Caron Butler. But the real question is, who has beaten Kobe in one-on-one? And according to him, the answer is...
Who beat you in one-on-one if it ever happened?
Which makes sense, because Kobe's playstyle was that of a one-on-one player. He had countless moves in his arsenal, and at 6'6", he could guard virtually any player. But the one trait that really set Kobe apart in one-on-one was his need to destroy other players to prove he was the alpha male, like the time he got into it with J.R. Ryder. Ryder had averaged 19 points per game in the previous season, and was a solid role player for the Lakers. But when he tried to trash talk Kobe, Bryant had no mercy. Phil Jackson actually ended practice right there, so Kobe could take on Ryder in front of the whole team. And according to Ron Harper, Kobe destroyed him. Guys were waving white towels, yelling, "Stop the beatdown, please! Please, stop!" And while Ryder was good, he wasn't an NBA star, so this beatdown was expected. However, Tracy McGrady was an NBA star, as well as 2 inches taller than Kobe. But when they played in one-on-one, the result was the same. As Kobe said, I cooked him, roasted him. Wasn't even close. The 2 stars played 3 games of one-on-one when Kobe was
like that,
with
though?
Bryant winning all 3. In one of the games, Kobe embarrassed McGrady with an 11-2 win. And after the 3rd matchup, McGrady left the court claiming he had back spasms. Number 2. Embrace the Jordan comparison. At the time of his retirement, Michael Jordan was considered the greatest player of all time. And like with all great players, the media was quick to find an heir to Michael Jordan's throne. Every time a young perimeter player showed flashes of greatness, he was instantly compared to Jordan. Grant Hill, Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady. These are just some of the names of players who were compared to Jordan. And while these men had great careers, they could never quite match Jordan's achievements. But Kobe did. Almost. Sure, the consensus is that Jordan's career was better than Kobe's. That Jordan as a player was better than Kobe.
I think I had read something that said Kobe actually, the only reason he left high school was so he can get in the league at the same time as Jordan. Or not at the same time, but like he can get in the league with Jordan quicker.
Which in itself is a huge accomplishment. From day one of his career, Kobe heard it time and time again. He wasn't as good as Jordan. He would never approach Jordan's greatness. Some players may have shied away from these comparisons, but Kobe greeted them with open arms. Early on, he told Gary Payton, "I'm going to be the #1 scorer for the Lakers. I'm going to win 5 or 6 championships, and I'm going to be the best player in the game." And then he went out and packed up those claims. He used Jordan as a model for greatness in the darkest part of his career. When Shaq was gone and Father Time began to knock on his door, he learned to embrace his teammates more, added more shots to his arsenal to deal with his declining athleticism. Soon we found ourselves with a Kobe who had mastered Jordan's iconic fadeaway. A Kobe who had replicated Dirk's fall-away jumper. And again, his hard work was rewarded. Kobe finished his career with 5 NBA titles, 11 first-team All-NBAs, and an MVP. He wasn't Jordan because nobody will ever be Jordan. But at the end of the day, the comparison doesn't even matter anymore because he was his own man. He was Kobe Bryant, a basketball legend who embraced his comparison to the greatest of all time and built his own legacy. And number one, 81 points.
Of course, the 81.
As you've probably noticed by now, this video has only briefly mentioned Kobe's actual play style, noticeable games, and achievements. And that's because everyone knows these things already about Kobe. And I want to tell you guys things you don't already know. But with that said, you can't make a video on Kobe without mentioning his 81-point game. Because on January 22nd, 2006, Kobe Bryant scored the most points by a perimeter player in the history of the National Basketball Association, finishing second behind Wilt all-time. But here's the thing, Kobe's 81 points may have been an even greater achievement than Wilt's 100 points. It sounds crazy, but bear with me. Now,
honestly, I feel like it was.
Games both players
I feel like it was
we have
only
to remember,
because
the pace of games was drastically different in Wilt's era than it was in Kobe's. When Wilt
yeah,
played,
I feel like
teams
Wilt
averaged
played,
a
like
lot
Wilt was
more
just better than
possessions,
everybody
which
in
of course
his
meant
era.
more shots.
Like,
if you want to learn more
a
about
lot,
this,
you know?
I made a video on it. In Wilt's 100-point game, he attempted a staggering 63 shots and took 32 free throws. To put that amount of shots into perspective, the highest amount of field goal attempts in a game since 1984 was 50, which was 13 less shots than Wilt. In Kobe's 81-point game, he took only 46 shots from the field and attempted 20 free throws, which means he took 17 less shots than Wilt and 12 less free throws. Now, if we adjusted Kobe's attempts in his 81-point game to the fast-paced era in which Wilt played, Kobe would finish with 65 shots from the field, 28 free throws, and 114 points. And yes, Kobe had the three-point line, which shouldn't matter because Wilt was a center anyway, but even if you adjust his three-point attempts and take them away, Kobe still finishes with 104 points.
I feel like he probably would have had more than 114,
it's way too
honest.
easy to play the adjustment game. Which is true, and this adjustment isn't
Well,
but again,
yeah, he might
Wilt
have,
played in a
low-key.
league where teams
Because back
took
then, I don't think the
way
three-point
more
line
shots.
was,
I
you know,
can't stress this
place.
enough. On the night of his 100-point game, the Sixers took 118 shots from the field. In comparison, the Lakers only took 88. And on top of all of this, Kobe scored his points in a game that was actually competitive for 4 quarters. His team was actually down by 14 at halftime. Wilt, on the other hand, scored his 100 points in an absolute blowout. A game in which his team finished with 169 points, and actually intentionally fouled the other team throughout the 4th quarter to give more possessions for Wilt, making sure that he would finish with 100 points. So with all this said, both scoring outputs were obviously legendary. But the argument can certainly be made that Kobe's was more impressive. And so thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Kobe is honestly one of the most incredible human beings on the planet.
For real,
and
though.
yes, I admit he is a human being. I know I
That's
got a
crazy,
lot.
bro. Kobe, hey, man. I ain't know a lot of that stuff, bro. That's crazy, though. Hey, man, Kobe a GOAT for sure, for sure. Once again, R.I.P him, his daughter, as well as those others that were affected. That's crazy, though, man. Kobe, hey, I knew Kobe was cold, bro. I knew he was cold. I knew he was good. I grew up watching him, Bron. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy, though. 7 stories, bro. What story was I shocked by the most? I think really the 100 to 5 one, bro. Like He didn't let dude score no more than 5. No. Tracy McGrady, bro. I was really shocked that T-Mac couldn't beat him, bro. Like for real, that really shocked me, though. No cap. I was surprised. I thought T-Mac would at least get a dub off him, you feel me? But nah, man. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video, man. If you like the video, go ahead and like the video. Hit that bell and that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? Get your boy to 500 subs. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all can do it, man. I'm on the grind every day. Multiple posts a day, every day. I got y'all. But that's going to do it. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the next video. sanithegoat out, man.
I got you, girl, go find a place. These niggas better stay in their place. We shaking the building like quakes.